I'm going to turn this right over to Mr. Ryan, who got home at 2 a.m. from Fenway
on the dot,
Park.
Mike.
2 a.m. from Fenway Park last night after the Red Sox, concluding another improbable game in this weekend, coming from 3 runs down in the ninth to tie, winning it in the bottom of the 10th. And, Bob, I will say this. I just wrote this. This game lasted so long, it seemed to end up in October of 2004 for the New York Yankees.
Well, let's start with the fun stat here, which is that games 2 and 3 of this 4-game series took a total of 4 hours and 48 minutes to play.
Yeah.
And last night's took 4 hours and 39 minutes, and it was and entered its 5th hour in the 9th inning. So there's always that, which means the Red Sox and Yankees are back to normal after 2 days of aberrational, speedy play. I have long maintained, and this goes back 30 years, that were I a sports editor with guts, I would cover baseball by the series, not by the day. That you would have to explain to people, or have to account to people how the game went, or who scored the runs, and how the game went daily. But when the series was over, your writer, your man or your woman would compose a graceful essay tying together all the ins and outs and the scope and meaning of the series. If ever a series deserved that kind of regular season treatment, in our experience, it was this series, which began last Thursday night with the when the Yankees ahead 3-0 after 3 batters had been gone to the plate, and then led 4-0 in the second inning, and eventually lost the game 15-7 with a pitcher named Jonathan Holder, who had been pitching lights out all year, particularly on the road, giving nobody out in the 4th inning, with 7 consecutive guys reaching base and 5 of them scoring. Ending with Jonathan Holder after a blown save by Chapman, losing the game in the 10th inning. All kinds of stuff. 2 pitching gems by the Red Sox, and the simple fact that if it's gone the other way, the Yankees would be 1.5 out. But it went the way it went, and they are now 9.5 out, 8 in the loss, 11 in the win. Okay, I'm done. Yeah. No, I'm done, but I'll take it.
So if you're the editor and you say to your writer, sum it up in a sentence, buddy boy, is it over?
You have to say realistically, it's hard to believe that the Yankees are going to bounce back, or that the Red Sox are going to blow it, or the latter than the former. The Red Sox don't appear to be a team that's going to blow it this year. I think that, but it would be, it would encompass in there would be the fact that the Red Sox beat them every which way. And that the Yankee defensive problem, which has been around and not noted enough nationally, was on acute display this week. And of course, ultimately, that in the game that they had wrapped up, playing the game the way they like to play it, they couldn't even wrap it up with everything going their way.
You know, Bob, I did some checking today because objects in the rearview mirror can sometimes be closer than they appear. That is the Oakland Athletics for the New York Yankees. When the Yankees, Mitch and Bob, when the Yankees were 50-22, and I thought they were the team that was eventually going to be on a pace to win 113, the way the Red Sox are, they were 13 games ahead of the Oakland Athletics. They are now 2.5 games ahead of the Oakland Athletics. When they were 50-22, the A's were 38-36. The Yankees have now played 18-20 baseball for the last 38 games, which is a quarter of a baseball season. That's not a small sampling. That's a serious sampling.